Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Midday Money, a little early Thursday. I don't know. I didn't love the card today. I got some things. I got sidetracked yesterday. I was going to come in and do a live show yesterday afternoon. Got sidetracked with some family stuff. Got some things to do. To apologize for that. But sometimes life comes first outside of the Midday Money Show life. Speaking of Midday Money Show, give it a follow. We're available in podcast form. Wherever you got your podcast, type in Midday Money. Boom, you get that and Late Night Money as well. I'm Mr. Sean Higgs on Twitter. Closing in on 4,100. Let's get there. And of course, the YouTube channels, Winning Free Picks and Sean Higgs. Give them both a follow. Hit the like buttons, notification bells if you want, and answer the poll question. We'll get into it. Recap yesterday. Not a good day in the video. Houston run line loser. Arizona loser. Pitt's first 5 under versus the Dodgers. Was they expecting the Dodgers to hit, or Pittsburgh to hit for that matter? It happens. It happens. What am I going to do? What are we going to do? Sometimes you lose. I know Twitter and IG and these things make you think nobody loses, but a real person will actually lose a game every once in a while. I saw something, my guy, who sent me? Anthony Poundit was like, sent me this thing from Twitter off of TikTok somewhere with his 52 and 4 Yurfee run or some crap. Yeah, let's just the old double up system. What could possibly go wrong with that? I mean, really? People think that's real. Let's double up and you never lose. Okay, go for that. 92 and 91 after yesterday's losing day, plus 540. That's what I do. I can have a losing day. I could be 500 in baseball and still be at money. I tweet out my season here: 168, 152, 52% average odds, plus 104. We are plus 2,000 plus on the baseball season. Braves under gets a call here. Braves have just been an under machine all season long. Mitchell Parker, not bad in his 9-10 starts. He gives up 3 runs. That's fine. Braves haven't been scoring 3 runs all that often. And the pitching has been great. Lopez here has given up more than 3 runs just once in his 9 starts, I think. So I'll go under 8.5 here. 2 pitchers, solid to good right now. 2 offenses. Braves, you got a lot of big names. They're not producing right now. They haven't been producing since the second week of the baseball season. I'll take it under 8.5. Player props 91 and 32. We do go 3 and 4 yesterday, plus 115. We nothing in the Astro game. That's happened to get 2 runs. Breggy sat out, but the other guys 0 for 3. Yankees, we go 3 and 1, plus 155, a plus 140, and a plus 210. We will take it. Winning day there. NBA 61 and 52 plus 585. Mavericks over. It is now 215.5. I'm not saying people watch a show and have been betting up to 214 since we posted this on Monday. Maybe they have. Not changing the line because it changes stay. The lines stay the same. Good, bad, indifferent. 214.5. I know I'll get a comment like, hey, that's not the real line. Can't help you. I put the line up days ago. So I do look at lines for NFL. Do look at lines overnight sometimes for conference tournaments, baseball. The lines move. Let's hit a Marcos minute for my guy who hasn't been here. I haven't seen a Marcos comment. He's probably trying to get across the border to find Miss Danique in Canada. Under in this Mavericks Celtics game. I'm leaning Oilers in the Stanley Cup. Baseball rummed out early here. Kikuchi versus the O's, and Pavic is making a start here. I don't know. Part of me wants to say over, but it is a day game on a travel day. Baltimore's against Tampa tomorrow. I don't know. Again, I The only game I got bet today here is the Braves total. Um, you want to get cute and go plus 165 on the run line with Toronto? I'll say okay to that. That's if you really got to bet it and people want to bet a game, that's where you want to be. Singer versus BBKC and Cleveland. Oh, my Royals, let's go. I like Singer. I'm getting a 140 spot, which is nice. BB though, what I mean, this guy undefeated in the starts this year. Is Cleveland undefeated in his games this year? I believe. I think they're 11-0 in the starts. So that is a not. I don't want to go against a run like that as they've been winning every game. When they got one loss in his starts, 11-1. Do is it? Hold on a second. I'm seeing a Singer's on the hill, right? Okay, I saw Lynch on one side here. No, it's Singer. I like the number. It's tough to go against 11-1. Why didn't play it? Hey, Seattle. I had Seattle run line last night. Can't score a run, Seattle? This is the problem. You're in first place with no offense. Um, do I want to lay 135 with you on the money line? No. Do I want to take a run line with you after you scored one run last night? No. And I kind of like JP Sears, even though his numbers aren't all that great when you dig into them. Uh, again, it's I don't got to bet a 3:30 afternoon game just to bet it. Dodgers and Pitt, a wild one. I almost want to come back to the over on this one. I had the under yesterday first five, but I'll come back. You want to go over this game? Falter and Bueller again. We saw this with Monty yesterday. Guys coming back from injuries. He's given up 3 runs in 4 of his 5 starts. Takes a while to work out the kinks. We'll talk about Monty after I do this rundown for our guy, Mr. Numbers. Braves Washington, we like the total. Yankees versus Lopez. What are the Yankees at? 20 to 4 run? Something ridiculous. Totally owning Twinkies. Had them run line yesterday. You want to do a run line today with the Yanks versus Pablo? I can't say no. 7 straight wins for the Yanks. For whatever reason, for the last 24 years, they own the Yankees. I think the Yankees got more playoff wins in Minnesota than Minnesota does. I mean, they just own these. It's ridiculous. Right out of the gate yesterday, on the board 4-0. Plus 140 run line, or do you want to lay to 130? I almost feel like the 130 is too low for the Yankees here. And you know I like Pablo Lopez. I think he's a really good pitcher. I liked him with Miami. I liked him here. Numbers though for him this year aren't. He's not been great. He has not been great. So I see a 130, and I'm like, does it look a little low here for this guy? Uh, 1 run, 6 runs, 7 runs, 3 runs. His last 4 starts. At Houston, a 1-run spot, but he gave up 6 and 7 to the Nats in Texas. So that is my drawback because the Yanks are hitting right now. The thing with Minnesota is, and maybe we look to do Minnesota in their next series. We look towards them here. I think they have Cleveland coming up. Royce Lewis is back, and you get that guy back in the lineup. I don't really hate it. Who do they have? Minnesota's got. Well, let's see, because no, I'm on today's wrong day. Let's go to Friday. Who's Minnesota got coming up here? They're at Pitt. Well, that might be a good spot to play them because if they get destroyed by the Yanks, and Pitt's coming off a nice series win versus the Dodgers. Again, though, 130 for the Yanks, 135, 140. I almost feel like it's too low. Cubbies and Reds, Assad and Green. Cubbies get off their losing streak by beating up on the White Sox, coming from behind in these games. I'm not going to say no to taking the Cubbies here. Assad's pitched well. I'm a Hunter Green kind of guy. I don't know. I sort of want to lean to the Cubs. They found some bats, albeit does it get an asterisk because it's versus the White Sox? I don't know. You want to take the Cubbies as a little dog? Go for it. Sonny Gray Lane at 220 to the Rockies. Run line minus 105. How about an over? It's a 7. I mean, it's. I know it's Sonny Gray. He's pitched well, but is he really a 7 total kind of guy? 7.5 at some spots. Red Sox, White Sox, Hauk and Woodford. Man, I I had the Sox the other day. They blew a 5-0 lead. I see them leading yesterday. I'm thinking to myself, oh, look at this. I'm a day late and a dollar short. They blow that lead. Do you take them at home today? They're $2 dogs at home. I mean, like, how is Boston 145 on a run line? 13 straight losses. I, I'm not gonna lie. I said this when they were at 9 losses with Fetty because he's pitched the best on that staff. You want to try to take them, take a team when it gets high like this. You're getting a good number. I don't even know how many times I'm going to die on this hill. I've lost twice with them. Even if I cash them today, I'm even at 1-2. I don't know if I can do it because I can see them losing again. D-backs, Saccone versus Vasquez for the Padres. A 120 fave here for the Padres. 165 on their own line. 8 total here. 8.5, excuse me. San Diego's getting swept by the Angels. How bad is that? How bad is that? You got swept by the Angels. I mean, we want to talk about the White Sox being bad. Let's talk about the Angels being a pretty bad club. I want to say you just take Arizona on the principal fact that the Padres have lost 4 in a row. Now, Arizona did lay an egg yesterday. But we're coming back off a road trip, quasi road trip, because you were in KC, then you're in LA, now you're in San Diego. So, I mean, you're just taking a bus ride home or whatever, private jet. Um, is it a spot for them to play? Do you really want to play that? Padre backers? I don't think props up today. I just didn't like the matchups. Toronto game, I thought about some Oriole guys, but then my thought process was that, you know what? I think Toronto wins this game, though. So why do I want to be on the other side of that? I like both pitchers in BB and Singer for KC Cleveland. It was a pass. Seattle, Oakland, 2 bad offenses. I don't want anything to do with. Dodgers, Pitt. If I was going to come in, it would have been on probably Pitt ribbies, but I'm not sold on Pittsburgh team, so it's a pass. I like the under in Washington. That's a no-go. And the Yankee game. I thought of rolling back to the middle of the lineup guys like I had yesterday here for the Yanks. But I like Pablo Lopez. He got a couple bad starts, but when he's on, the guy's really good. And the Yankees strike out a lot. Lewis is back. I thought maybe we come in with a little Lewis and Larnach here versus Stroman. He's pitched a little bit above his head. I don't know. That was my thoughts. Anyway, we'll Oh, so Monty, I got to get my Mr. Numbers. Like, oh, Monty's terrible. That's why the Yankees didn't sign him. I said, Mr. Numbers. The guy, for 5 years, he had an ERA from like 2.8 to like 3.7. It's pretty good. No preseason, no spring training, sign late. You're going to be bad. You're going to take you a while to get into form. It happens. You see that with guys who have no spring training or coming back from injuries. It happens. It happens. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Picture of Dave. I gingerly tapped the like buttons. They want to break everything. Dave, someone said that you're a jinx because I came on your show yesterday with the Pirate under. I said, if you had the Pirate game scoring 20 runs or whatever they got, hats off to you. Who saw that coming? Skeens had given up like a run in every game or whatever. Who had that over? I didn't. Picks from Dave, folks. Give him a follow if you haven't already. You should. I'm sure you already are because we share a lot of the same commenters. Max is in the house. Let's see, you didn't get sucked in by the tornado. Yeah, like the little alert came on. I'm like, what's this? And the kids are at SAT camp for strength and conditioning. So I was like, I gotta go pick them up. So I gotta get out of here. Oh. Buzz is in the house. Took your advice. Bet less, win less. Dodgers 185, risking 370. That my advice is not bet less, win less. My advice is don't bet 185s. Buzz. Atlanta, oh my god, here we go. Oh, Buzz. Buzz is coming in with Atlanta minus 155 and minus 130. And the Dodgers minus 85, minus 1, minus 1. 330 for 200. I can't with these huge numbers. I mean, here's the thing though, folks. You see me post up Buzz's numbers here. He's posted other games in the chat. First time in here. Buzz is up 5 dimes. Nice juicy record. But he likes favorites. Max, I'm a big parlay fan, but Yankees money line and Judge 1+ bases, OP bases, team total over 4.5 equals a smooth 330. I'm writing it down. The pen is out just cause I want to see if this cashes later today. Judge for 1+1 base. All he has to do is get a base hit, huh? Him and Volpe. Where's my mouse? Nick Nasty's in the house. Buzz says 30, 4, 4, and 1. It's 5,600 basically, or 6,000. I thought it was 52. It's 59. Make as much money as you want. Load up and LA Dodgers and Atlanta. Send me an Xmas card. Thinking of me, says Buzz. Oh my goodness. This is send me a Christmas card. That's right up there with thank me laters. This could be an 0-2 day right here where Buzz's send me a Christmas card. Anthony's in the house. I'm on the Natty's 145 today. Parker dude is legit. Braves are not playing the greatest baseball. I agree. I had the Nats the other day versus the Mets. I had them versus. Didn't they play the Braves like last week? Whenever they played them, they're pitching well. The Braves aren't hitting well. You're going to give a home dog to a team that has a decent starting pitcher. I think it's worth a shot. Wine Time's in the house. Hitting like button chat. Yes, Wine Time, my guy. It's good to see Wine Time. Wine Time, what do you do? Really? Hurley? Hurley to the Lakers? Why the heck would he want to go to the Lakers for that crap show? Yes, fade the Braves. And Pan, it says, lively PRA 16.5. Derek White versus PJ Washington. Total points. Take Derek White. Total points in the entire series. That's what that is, Jess? Derek. Jess, I saw somebody commented on, I guess it was our winner circle, and they said the lively PRA is up to 17.5 now. If he comes to LA, he'll be stoked. Why would he want to go? Why? The guy's a college coach. How's he gonna coach these guys? I don't want to coach LeBron if I'm some young guy. Who's listening to that guy? He wants it his way. He should come. He should be like, yeah, we're going. Oh, you know who we're taking the first round or the second round in the draft? We're going to take my son. My son was 43-0 in college. Your son is 15-10. Wine Time. I agree. I don't think he wants all the LA hype with Braun and AD as a good. I'm staying at UConn. They're building me a statue. They're building me a statue at UConn. The guy turned down 15 mil or whatever it was from Kentucky. I'm staying at UConn. It makes sense. Should be higher. 17. Game one. It's a game one. Thank you. Derek White, PJ Washington, total points. Derek White, more points. One time spot on. It's almost possible, Coach LeBron. I mean, come on. The guy wants his own players. He wants his own coach. The coach loses, or LeBron loses. It's the coach's fault. But says, give my friends extra play today so you can make more money or stay away. The Pirates and Washington, that can help. Stay away from the Pirates and Washington. This is Buzz. Lane's coming in, smashing the like button. Appreciate it. White simply is a better shooter, simply a better free throw and 3-point shooter than PJ Wash. Someone else is going to have to score for Boston. And if I'm going on who my third scorer is, it's going to be that guy to score 20 because we've seen it before. I like it. Oh, so I'm talking about basketball. Let's talk about the crazy crybaby women. I got to love. I saw like team harassed. Oh, they were harassed outside their um, team hotel. And it's like a guy asking for a comment. These women. They complain about Caitlin Clark, and there's one person in the league, and now all of a sudden, look at this is crazy. They're following us to hotels. One guy asked a question. This is why nobody watches your stupid WNBA. No one cares. No one cares WNBA. It's a joke. Buzz, if you like money, bet minus 185. Bet minus 185, Sean. Easy, my friend. Don't be scared. It's sweet juice because we just win every time. No, not taking 185 juice. That is not happening. Not happening minus. We'll have the Buzz and Mr. Number show. It'll be let's lay 1,000 to win 100, and then monster faves. I can't do it, Buzz. I can't. Jesse, Marshall Lopez, you could say the media was harassing. I mean, really. Yeah, here's a great one. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I mean, they're at the hotels. Boy, wait till you're really successful. They're at the hotels. One guy's asking you, not even at the hotel. You're on a sidewalk. You're on a sidewalk with nobody else within 100 feet. You don't even know who you are. You're just some chick with a backpack. Who are you? No one even knows who you are. It's ridiculous. Hey, we're more than one person. This league's been here a long time. Yeah, sure it has. Yeah. Anyway, not much to talk about today. Light baseball schedule I don't love. NBA day. We'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow, though, because the Boston backers, like our guy, wrote them down. Where are they? Marcos likes them in 6. I thought I had this written down somewhere else. Oh, here we go. Marcos, Boston in 6. Ayo, Boston definitely wins. Cornell Teller, don't go against Boston at home. Mavs in 6 for Jesse. Anybody else want to throw a thought out for the Celtics and Mavs tonight? Yes. Tell me to do his 185 is like to do gay porn. Not doing it. T Money's right about it. T Money's definitely not right. T Money sent me something the other day. He's like, "Hey man, did you grab these games?" And I said, "Listen, I was running around this morning, and I don't even know what leagues these things are." He sent me something. It was who is this? Montserrat plus 2,300. Dominica plus 6-1. Grenada 17-1. Barbados 55-1. I'm like, what is this? MLS? He's like, I didn't even know what it was. He's like, it's something for internationals, whatever. I have no idea what it is. There is no way the team money's making a minus 185 when he's sending me Barbados. Let's take Barbados plus 5,500. Jay says, Cameron Brink for the Sparks says, white women in the NBA are privileged because they look like women. Interesting. I can't WNBA. It's crap. Who watches the W? That's an actual quote saying that girls look like dudes. Well, the one girl who's in Russia, she's definitely a man. I don't care. Let's go. I don't care what the comments are on that. What's her name? Brittany Griner? She's a man. Nick Nasty's laughing at Jesse. Hurley waiting for the Celtics job. Why? Why am I going to Boston? And I could stay at UConn and dominate. Why am I going there for that headache? No way. I know that the transfer portal and nil and all that crap is terrible for college basketball, but I'm staying at UConn, making a fortune, less headache. Pound it. Mavs in 7. Nick Nasty, WMA's crap hole. It's terrible. It's terrible. Nobody watched it for 20 years, 25 years. Makes no money. No one cares about it. Even now, who cares? Oh, it's Caitlin Clark. Who cares? I don't care. It's not going to do anything. Now, college basketball is different. We see that in men and women's. Let's see how the women's do next year. I mean, they could keep pumping up all they want, but I don't know. And it might sound like I'm killing the WNBA or women's basketball. I don't bet it. I don't watch it. Same like soccer or tennis or MMA. It doesn't. I'm not singling out one sport over the other. Things I don't like. That's it. I'm fine with that. I don't even watch NBA games. Sit down and watch. Lower the rims. Lower the rims for the girls. Bring it down. Down to like 7 feet or something. like a rec league where they have those adjustable rims. Make it more interesting. Alrighty. Anything else in the comments besides laying 185s? The WNBA is trash. And we got a Mr. Did you see Mr. Numbers records up? He's 11-0 when laying $1,000 or more to win 100. And I said, that's great. I said, so next time you lay 1,100 losers, you'll be 11-1 and you're even. Come on, man. This is, and I like Mr. No. I'll engage any kind of comments. And he watches the videos, and I appreciate it. But he'll put things like, "Oh, the pros do that." Listen, no pro. I don't care. I'm not laying 1,000 or 100. Free money. Free. It's not principle. It's not principle. I can't do that. It's like I say to you, Buzz. Like, oh, let's come in and take. I say Lewis minus 235 today. Let's take him. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. And I talk about people have discipline where you're what, 33-4. You're 34-4 on huge faves. I'm 168 on 152 on dogs. I can't. How am I switching that? I don't like doing a first 5. I don't like doing a no bottom 9 where I could take a 160 fave and get plus one. Like, it takes a long time to change an output, an outlook, or your wiring and thought process on things. And that's for somebody who's been bent since 1990. The average person, you're going to be laying 185s to 230s. They're going to get buried. They'll get buried. You are a total anomaly. Totally. Here's like the little line of normalness, betting those kind of things. It's like I don't bet these games, and you're like up here. You're not even in the screen of discipline. I'm complimenting you, Buzz. Ken, Sean, good luck to everybody today. I apologize. I just tuned in. Wasn't sure if you talked about any team totals for NBA Finals tonight. I've had them up for the week. I like the over in this game today. So if you want to do team totals, I like the over. It was 214.5. I'm seeing some 215s and a halves now. I think we see points here. I know everybody's going to point to, they're going to be rusty. They haven't played in a week. They haven't played in 10 days. I don't know. I'm going opposite that thinking. And my first look here, I got the CLV. I got the line value here. It's 214. Now it's 215.5. I don't know. This is just a thought process where I think everyone was going to think nobody scores. Now, listen, will I be shocked if this game's like 104-97 or something really ugly? Not really. But I don't think it's going to be that. I think that Luka and Kyrie are going to come out and ball and put up a bunch of points. I think Boston's going to be at home. They'll make some threes. I think this will be a game in the 220 range. B-Hawks is Orioles and the Mariners money line for today. Why do I feel, again, I said this earlier in the show, like with the Yankee game. I see that as great as Baltimore's playing, right? What are they, like on an 8-2 run or something like this? I almost want to take the Blue Jays here. Like Blue Jays run line plus 170. And the Mariner team, to me, I had them last night, Hawk. I had them on a run line. They lose 2-1. They put together a nice little run. Little separation here now, 35-28, couple games over 500. You can't lose 2-1 games to Oakland, who was reeling. They need a bat. They better go after somebody. I'm calling the White Sox. I'm trying to get Louis Roberts. I mean, even Eloy. I know people, kind of make fun of me for Eloy Jimenez, power guy, who's hurt. Somebody on Toronto. Anybody. I mean, who's trading? You got to get some bats in here, Seattle. You got to get some bats. And I like Wu. I think Wu's an all right pitcher. So I don't. I mean, I get one to take Seattle. I just trust in the lineup, especially on the road. I don't want to lay with them. But it says money, 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 and more money of a challenge to win, and more of a challenge. NBA. I'm going to say NBA. For me, I think the NBA is my worst sport. Now, I am 56% with NBA this year, 44-34 on the sites and betting these things. The 61.52 plus 585, a little different here for the chat because a free pick is a free pick. It's not a premium play. That being said, it's not a game I like to bet on, especially during the regular season with the load management and we're going to rest up today. And that's just me, And now that the NBA and even hockey, they're going to start up in September or October, wherever. Listen, NFL to me, I'm really good at NFL. I win at NFL. I'm not going to run and bet NBA early. Why? I got NFL and college football that I'm cashing. I got the tail end of baseball that I'm usually doing pretty good in. Then I'm running into college basketball where I think you should have a built-in edge just on the sheer amount of teams and the books trying to catch up with them all. So NBA to me is a late kind of maybe find a spot to bet an NBA game. A team gets walloped by 55, come back on them the next day kind of thing in the early months. But playoffs, at least I know guys are going to play most of the time at least. And again, 21-13, 62% run of late in NBA, which I think proves my point of it gets better as the season goes on because guys take it more serious. But it says, I've never been even, Sean, not with my percentage of winning. I get it, Buzz, but you better not be at even when you're hitting 34-4 rate with big phase. You should be. And like I said, the way you play, a game or two a week, you're going to be all right if they hit. The average bettor who bets these games does not do that. You've been in here for a couple weeks, but you see the comments and the questions and games people put in. They're not doing this one game. They're taking all these big faves. Redbirds take only. No, Redbirds take only. Nice big number. Trust me, I'm sure. Listen, the Redbirds are out of your. What did you say? Because got to be anything more than 230. You don't play. You could show. Listen, it's not showing me anything new. Taking 185 to 220 faves. You're showing me that you could find the 185 to 220 winner once a week, as opposed to having them all the time. That's my point. My point is that most people who do that bet 7 or 8 of these games a week, not one. And even if they did do one, they come back with 2 next day because they won. Old school. My dad, military, told me discipline, even wagering, pays off in life. Yes, if that's what it's about, and that's why, Buzz, I'm saying to you, you're doing a game a week and you're cashing it. You're not getting greedy. You're just taking it and running with it. The average bear does not do that. Right, Yogi? They're not. They're not. They are on every one of these big faves every single day. Most of the time in parlays, complaining, I can't believe that team lost. I can't 4-1. I should have had that one. I guess you should have something when they're basically close to 2-1 faves. They should all win, but they don't, and that's where the folks get hurt because all of a sudden you go. And here's the thing: they have a dog day on whenever, and 3 faves win, and it's 12 dogs. Those people are out of commission for. I'm done. I got to take a couple days off. Take a couple days. You should never have to take a couple days off from betting. You take a day off. You're like, I don't like the board today. I got one game today. Threw it up on for baseball today. I bet the under Nats. There you go. Not going to run a bet a bunch of baseball just to bet the games. People don't have that. That's why they're working. Michael A's in the house. Good afternoon. Nathan says, I want action on the Orioles today. Why wouldn't you? Everybody loves the Orioles. Why does this line scream to me to take Toronto, though? Like I said it. I want to take Toronto run line plus 170 today. I do. Wilson's in the house. Good to see you, Wilson. Mavs and the points and over. I like the Mavs. I said that yesterday. We're doing a winner circle. I was like, you're going to be 6.5 with a champion and Kyrie and a guy like Luka, who's the best player on the floor. Sure. I started early today. I started early. I started at 11:30 today. I'm going to run a Costco. Big day today. What's happening here? Nate says, that's my. What are we trying to say here for your Oreo blades? Your what? It's my hesitation. I feel like they should scream with their J's. Okay, same with the Yankee line. I feel like the Yankee line is a little low here at 130, 135. It seems low to me. And this is why I could just say, no, I'm not going to play that game today. It seems a little fishy. I don't got to play it. I'm not going to. Could I put them in the chat here and say, hey, we're going Blue Jays run line. We'll take the Twins as a dog here. White Sox at home, getting 2-1. I feel like when I put things in the chat, and this is why I keep a record, because people say, oh, don't put records up here. You put a record in, they'll kill you when it's losing. They won't give you credit for when it's winning. If I just put random games in, just to put them in, I don't think that's what people want. That's gonna be my poll. That'll be my serious poll I gotta get one where people are watching. I'll do that on a day where I'm doing some NFL kind of preview for like week one. We did the week one picks already when the lines came out. We'll do it again, um, maybe in a couple weeks. But really, hey, right now for the chat, right now for the chat, I'm gonna say, would you rather me just put a bunch of games up just to put games up? People say this to bet these games, or would you want to see games that I actually like and games I actually bet on and keep track of how they do? Like, what would people rather see? A bunch of games that are just come up every day? I say, all right, we won yesterday, we lost yesterday, and that's it. We'll get back on track when we lose 8 days in a row or something. Or would you rather see a couple games or no games, or some days there'll be a bunch of games, and then they're games that the person actually put a couple bucks on. Pat, it says, I want to comments in Winner Circle show from yesterday. I couldn't believe the amount of trolls and hate for Ross. and the guy win. We win. It's like we win in chat. Like, you want to come in the day before? Like I was doing. It was me and Jesse, and I think we had losers. I know I had a loser because I had had an under. No, it was a Royal game I had with Lugo. He got pasted. I mean, it's nothing. There's nothing when the game wins. Day after, but and you notice, like, people won't come in. Oh, the free picks. They think everything's supposed to win. If the free picks win, they'll never buy a premium pack or premium pick. They lose. Why should I buy your picks? You can't even win a free game. It's a no-win situation. The comments. I try to engage in comments. I mean, I don't listen. If I'm losing, dude, I'll take it. What am I gonna do? I lose. I can't. There's no. I can't come back. All right, I'm losing right now. It is what it is. That's all right. I'll survive. I survive. I have money. Be all right. But it's crazy. We Mike. They're scrolling all over the place here. They're on Twitter. They're underneath. They're right here. Braves under 8.5, and the Mavericks over 214.5. That's been there for a couple days. Davis is coming in. He likes the Braves minus 150 versus the Nationals. I don't know. I like the under because I think both pitchers keep these lineups in check. The hesitation, I did that one already. Jesse says WNBA, yeah, the WNBA harassment video. I mean, it's a joke. Is that a joke? That's harassment. Boy, oh boy, if that's harassment. Buzz, have a good one. Enjoy the winners. It's raining shekels. Dodgers minus 185. Dodgers minus 1. Atlanta minus 155. Atlanta minus 1 from Buzz. It's 34-4 in the chat. Michael A. Yanks props crusher yesterday. 3-1 with the Yankee props. Plus 515. Makes it a winning day because the Astro props went 0-3. But I'll take a plus 115. I mean, you see the prop record. 91-32 plus 2075. We'll take it. T-Money's in the house. Here we go. Drop it in. UConn head coach is now my purple gold stop target. I have to say, as stupid as I called some of Genie's move, this is a genius. Something Brunelli. Why the hell will he go to LA, T-Money? To be with LaBaby? Why? 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 The guy's LeBron's a coach killer. I want this coach in here. Coach LeBron loses because he's not good anymore, and because the team and I say he's not good because he puts the team together. He says, "I want this guy, this guy, this guy." I'm not going. There's no way I'm going to LA if I'm him. But get out of here, LA. Why am I going to LeBron? I'd rather go to the Clippers. He should say, "You know what? I'd rather go to the Clippers than the Lakers." That would be funny. He should say something totally off the wall, like, "Now I'm waiting for the Nets team to open up so I could go back home to Jersey. I'm waiting for that Brooklyn." The Lakers. I love Team Money. I do. Mr. Numbers right up there. A little bit behind him. The diehardness love of their teams, the Lakers, the Yankees, the Knicks. Unbridled passion and hope. Michael A., great job. I tried, Mike. I don't know. It's great. It's good. We do all right. Inspirational Seagull says Mavericks plus 6.5. Straight St. Louis. I was gonna say. I thought that was like you're saying like straight with the points and then a money line, but it's St. Louis run line with Sonny Gray. I was confused. Mr. Siegel. White Sox 13-game losing streak. Yes, boy, I want to say they're due. I want to take them plus $2 at home. Somebody asked her if she reached out to Caitlin Clark and they all freak out. It's yeah. Hey, we're more about that person, so I'm going to talk about her, and then when you ask me a question about it, I'm going to scream harassment. Joke. Craig Kimball's got my wild nightmares. Say, Kimble, what are we doing with that guy? I can't believe he's still pitching. Davis says the Red Sox run line versus the White Sox. Again, I mean, the Red Sox are 220, 230 faves on the road, and they're 140. I mean, I see a 155 on the run line in one book for these guys. I'm taking the White Sox. I'm coming in. I don't care. I'm gonna after this. Maybe I'm gonna do a crazy 3-teamer. Blue Jays run line, White Sox money line, and Twins money line. I'm going against everybody's thought process here. Team Money says real ones real ones are like a record with a few games, but 99% are not that. That's a thing, Team Money. Like I think, and again, when I first did it, it was during college basketball tournaments, conference tournaments. Again, this was 3 years ago, and I just had a bunch of games like this for every tournament. Like, all right, these are what I like in these two because it was like the Marcos Minute, but it was just a whole show of every game, like I'd talk about. And then it was like, oh, you should keep a record. How are we doing? And people are like, oh, we're winning, but yeah, were we winning or just the games you were betting winning? Because there's so many, right? I mean, um, I run down to Marcos Minute. I try to give games out, like look at lines. I try to give my thoughts on all the games. And I come in afterwards, I said I sort of like that one, but that doesn't count because I didn't bet it. But for content purposes, I don't know what people enjoy. Michael A. No, absolutely not. That's why we all tune in every day. Same people every day here. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Well, the comment sections always, a lot of the same people in the comment section, which is fine. I know people don't want to comment or reveal themselves or whatever. The views are basically all the same numbers wise. They're pretty much the same across the board for the channels. So people watch. They might not comment. They might not hit the like button, but I wonder what their thoughts are. Buzz says, Sean, bet 2 games a week at minus 185. Track it, see how it does. See how hard it really is. Hold on a second. I said it's hard. Hold on, Buzz. Do you know damn well I've been saying like to do that is extremely difficult and to win is doubly difficult because the average bettors can't do that. They can't do a game. I mean, come on. Every day in here. That's all you got today. You don't like this game? I mean, I guess we could make bets on every game we wanted to. We could make thoughts on side totals, first fives, first halves, first quarters, whatever, any sport. T-Boy says, Buzz, go get a beer, go to the beach and relax. Michael, keep doing that, Higgs. Great content from Jesse and Harvey as well. Yes, I like that. That's good. We do a good little show. Oh boy, here we go. Davis says China draw expected, not good at soccer. So, again, I was crushing the WNBA and kicking her back in for being trash. Soccer right up there. I do not know nothing about it. I'm going to pass. Mike Lice says, Braves are calling right now. They owned April. Man, exactly. They started out really good. And Mike, you know the comments in here when we first started was like Braves team total over 4.5. It was Brave team totals for like the first 2 weeks. They have not hit since then. Pitching's been great. No hitting. Team Money. Lamo, Jesse just said what I was going to tell you about the WNBA to shut up. They're the softest babies. I'd lay them 12 an hour during game time. What? I'd lay 12 an hour during game time. Only. I'm confused what this is. Clean that up, T-Money. What are you trying to say there? Michael, what I'm hearing about Hurley to Lakers is that rumors. I woke up today reading captions about all over YouTube. Yeah, someone said something. Well, that's the thing. Between him and JJ Redick, like, that's where we're going to go. Just say, LeBron, listen, what do we have to do to keep you here? Because that's all we do. You wanted this guy, we got you this guy. You want this? We're going to draft your son to keep you here. They're changing player rankings so your son could, so we don't look like total buffoons catering to you when we draft him. Like they says, why the heck would he want to go mess with the Lakers? Exactly why? What's he going for 3 in a row in UConn? I'm staying at UConn. You're close to your home. You're doing something right. Back-to-back champs in a crazy era. I'm staying. 54 viewers on Twitter. Hit the like and share button. There you go. So we got Twitter watching on the Twitter world. Thanks for watching, Twitter. Give me a follow if you're just coming across it. T-Money. LOL to the baby. Come on, man. He's a whiner. And that's the worst I could say about him. The worst I could say that he left Cleveland to go to Miami, where he should have said, you know what? I'm from Akron. I'm staying here, bro. We're building something here. He should have never left. He should never. How great he is. Took that trash team. Again, part of that's because the East was terrible. He could have been like, come play here. Come play. I'm the man. But you're not the man. As great as you're not the man. D Wade was the man. You came back home. All right, you're quasi the man. But then Kyrie won a championship for you, and Kevin Love stayed longer. Yeah. Buzz, they will kill you even if you lose one game. Oh, the comments? Oh, yes. Come on, I know that. I don't mind that, but I don't really get too much crazy hatred in the comments section for losses because I take my losses. It's where do I have my little book here of? Let's see. Year one of Midday Money. When I kept the total records for the last 2 years here. Last 2022 and 2023. Because 2021 I started it and then it was just kind of I think I maybe did like halfway after I moved. I was just going to keep records, but I moved here. For the video in football, 59 and 54 were down 625. All right. And the crazy thing on the sites there, Buzz, 130 and 77, 64%. Nobody was even close to me in money earned on any site, 100 and something sites. But the free picks, a little different. It is what it is. College football in the chat, 65 and 42, plus 2305. On the sites, college football, 121 and 118, 51%, down 832. So the picks, they are mostly, you get premium picks. Sometimes you get the mix of like almost a play. But when we're talking NFL and college football and baseball where there's 200, and in this case, like now over 300 picks, you're mostly getting premium picks. But picking and choosing, you see what happens. Baseball, 211 and 209 plus 3220. Hockey, 51 and 62 plus 32. NBA, 68 and 64 plus 20. College basketball, 269 minus 269 and 286 minus 5,300. There you go. All the winners basically wiped out. Well, yeah, by college basketball, and that's because we're putting a lot of games in the chat. It adds up. I don't know if that's right. It's 53-10 because last year we were only down. That probably should be 50. I think that should be a 530. How is that possible? Oh no, no, that's right. So I keep the records. Last year, college football 55-46 plus 570. NFL 53-43 605. Baseball 295 353 minus 2630. You know, I keep records. If it loses, it loses. I'm not going to. I post them for that reason. Anybody could say they win all the time. Sacramento River Cats all week play the worst minor league team. Colorado stinks, says Davis. Sacramento, isn't that? Where's Michael B? That is the Giants team, I believe. But it's a special going show, and I can't leave. Keep up the great word. I appreciate it. I try. I don't. Is it the best? I don't know. People probably think otherwise. I don't care. I'm just giving you my thoughts. Tell you how I do. We win, we lose together. It is what it is. Player prop kings in the house, my guy. The shot out king. Shout out king. Remember shout out? Mavs will win game 1 plus 190. I think you take the Mavs in game 1 and 2 money line. You should get one and make money. Till the 3-team fade, right? Yes. WNBA drama is hilarious. It's ridiculous. It's comical. It's comical. Oh, nobody's watched us. We were here before she came, and then all of a sudden, she's here. Now people sort of pay attention, and this is how you react. The comedy writes itself. Welfare National Basketball. It is. They have not made a penny in 24 years. No one watches. Oklahoma minus 146 Women's World Series. I think they're pretty good. I'm going to say okay. I think I saw a stat on them. They've been in this all the time. Pat says coverage is supposed that the public is all over Mavs money line. I'm surprised. Well, they've been watching the show, Pounded. Buzz. Love you, Team Money. Make the show, my friend Bustin. Your chops. That's all good. Luck on your wagers. Yes, listen, there's not a lot of hate in the chat. There's some gentle teasing when it comes to betting, but nothing. Everybody's pretty. It's a calm show. It's not. We don't have like the dregs of society coming in dragging the shows down. Nathan hates the fraud rays. Again, you get swept by the Angels. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Player prop smash the like button. Thank you. Eric says pays $15.90 on that. Or does it really? Let me pull one up on one of my spots here. Well, and again, I like the Orioles. I think the Orioles, and I'll get a comment from Mr. Numbers eventually when he gets to the show, and I say that the Orioles will overtake the Yankees and win the AL East. They're a really good team, but the line to me, sometimes you just got to say, I'll go opposite that kind of thinking. I think if the average person goes opposite on their plays, they'd probably end up hitting about 55%. Instead of just saying, oh, this is going to happen. No way they could lose, right? That's the whole thing. No way. No way. All right, Kikuchi, White Sox. We got a plus 130. Oh, and the Twins. What the heck did I just do? All right, Kikuchi run line. What's that? Plus 160. Twins are plus 114. White Sox 185. For me, that is 100 for a dime. You got better odds. Much better numbers than I got here. Let me find another one. Well, I'll just go back to the chat for now. We'll look that one up. Yes, I watched a Pirate game at Applebee's. Feeling good in the neighborhood. That home run shot Otani hit off Skeens was so readable. He does. Throws all fastballs. I said before, Skeens will be Miller from the A's. He'll be a bullpen guy in 2 years. Because you can't come out and throw. Or maybe they pull a Lou Piniella Nasty Boys. Dibble, Charlton, and Randy Myers. Maybe you say, you know what? I'm going to have a guy do an opener for 3 innings and then bring Skeens in the third or fourth inning and close out the game and come in and just throw gas for the rest of the game. Is that where we're going with baseball? Why not? Why have this guy come in for be unhittable for 3 or 4 innings, and then the bullpen blows the game for you? Why not try to get through the first 2 or 3 innings with somebody else and then bring him in to mow the team down? They baby these guys. They can't go 8 innings anymore. Team money. Everybody doesn't get why someone would coach the second greatest player of all time who has 5 championships living in LA all year. Leave drugs alone. I mean, he's in Connecticut, so he's paying taxes at his wazoo anyway. So even if he goes to LA, it's not that much different. But he's an East Coast guy. Maybe he wants to stay on the East Coast. Here we go. If they get a good coach or one more superstar, it should put us back. Oh, is that all they need? Another superstar? And a coach who's LeBron approved till they choke again, and they're 42-40 in the regular season. Be like, oh, we'll turn it on. Don't worry about it. We got LeBron at 40 years old and his son who averaged 2 points a game in college. Come on, Banana Markel. Orioles, baby. Orioles -2.5. Markel going T-money style. Orioles -2.5. Kyrie won a championship for LeBron. He sure did. Michael, I agree, Sean. The fraud should have stayed in Cleveland and turned into a dynasty, but that tells you everything you need to know. Again, that to me is his. Oh, he's Jordan. No, he's not. No. It'd be one thing if it was at the end of his career and he went somewhere else. In your prime, you leave your home. I don't know, man. Who's doing that? How you own the state? Stuff literally that dreams are made of. King James in high school. Cleveland has you number 1. I'm going to go to Miami to play with Dwayne Wade, who already won. Okay. So, I guess Jordan should have went to the Pistons. Nobody's gonna mess with Sean anyway. They got to deal with me. That ain't a job. Yes. Well, we don't. A lot of people don't come in messing around anyway. Team money. Okay, we got a pretty fair comment section, and I really don't have crazy, outlandish things I say. I mean, listen. Do I think the Yankees win a World Series? No. Do I think Stroman and Gill and Schmidt come back to the pack? Well, Schmidt's already out. Do I think Stroman and I know he's not. I call him Louis Gill. That's not his name. It's Hill or whatever the heck. They're not gonna pitch like that. Just like Lugo's not gonna pitch like that the entire season. Just like Suarez for the Phillies aren't gonna pitch like that, or Sanchez, whoever. You're gonna have a regression and come back to the pack a little bit. If you're telling me this Yankee team is on pace to be the best record of all time, I'm saying no. Call me crazy. Davis says Winnipeg's winning a Grey Cup, says the Earl brothers. Says Nick Earl, BC Lions. Hold on. Winnipeg wins Grey Cup. Nick Earl says BC Lions. Is that what we got here, Davis? William Markel's telling Michael to zip it about LeBron. LeBron's about LeBron Brand and being a billionaire. He could have. I'm telling you, Cleveland. He stays there. I think it changes the entire aspect of his the GOAT mentality. If he's better than Jordan, he stays there. Even if he lost, and he did lose, I don't. I think that it would have been different because it would have been like, well, look what he did in his. It just would have been different. The perception of it matters because you don't know who could have done there. Maybe he would have won more, which is tough to do. But we'll never know. Michael A is not a LeBron guy. Nathan says like Boston and a Boston parlay. Who's this? What's Boston? Red Sox minus $2 on the road. What are we doing here? Or is that Boston? So you like the Red Sox minus 2 and the Red Sox and the Celtics at home? David says Georgia win the championship 3-1. Birmingham Stallions minus 130 UFL. Georgia college football. Yes, I think Georgia wins college football too. Manuel Calamani under Mystics. I've been killing the unders in women's basketball game. I mentioned that on Sports Rage the other night when I was with Gabe and Cam. I said, somebody told me to take all these unders in these WNBA games. Cam's like, yeah, man, sounds like a good plan. And Gabe was like, oh, they actually hit around the same amount. So I guess you got to find right. They've been on under runs lately, though. All love, Buzz from T-Money. Michael, every franchise he's went to, they've won a championship, yet he's a fraud. He went to Miami, who had already won a championship before he got there recently. So does that count? He won in Cleveland with Kyrie, winning him a championship. He won a bubble championship. That doesn't count. And then he won an in-game championship that they made for him because he complained. Because he knew that he had a play-in team for the playoffs that would get eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. So he's won championships on teams. Do we give him the Laker one? It's a little bit of an asterisk. I give him 0 for Miami Heat because they won with Dwayne Wade before he got there. I think people forget that. And then Michael coming with his minus 120s in a WNBA. Facts, T-Money. Let's see. 13 games lost in a row. How do you back the White Sox? How do you not? Michael, gotta love it. Rob's in the house. Pittsburgh first 5 LA game plus 950. What? You say it's just a gamble. I don't think this is a crazy gamble here with Bueller on the hill. Bueller's 5 starts this year. 4 runs, 3 runs, 0 runs, 3 runs, 3 runs. 4-1 loser, 3-1 loser, 4-0 winner, 4-0 loser, 6-3 winner. I mean, worth a shot at plus 950 for a guy who's given up 3 runs in 4 of his 5 starts. I don't hate it, Rob. The truth, LeBron is the GOAT, best all-around player of all time, can do everything on the court at a high level. He's not the GOAT truth. Nate says, I'm a West Coast guy, but appreciate the East as well. No hatred. The East Coast, I do not see Hurley leaving UConn to go to LA. It's his area. Because I have public lines, your lines are sharper, but probably. My lines are always a little bit lower on that book. Rob says, love my Lakers my whole life until LeBron came to town. Nick Candy's in the house. Nate says, I really want to bet the Spankies. Judgy Wudgy's been hot. Mr. Numbers will be happy with that. But I look at that 130 and just seem like it looks low. Shaika Bukharov Pavlov. This is a nice little Russian line. Well, I need a translator. What is this? Can I? What YouTube channel is this on? Let's see. Is this on MLB Free Picks or Sean Higgs channel? So I'll get the translator up. Let's see. We're going to look for this because that's how I'm here for the people. All right, here we go. So the Google Translate to English, voice only the size, and my bodyguards will do their job. What are you saying, man? All right, I'm going to switch this around and let's. Let's ask him. Well, I responded on the translator. Let's hope we don't start an incident. I translated back. What are you talking about? Bodyguards and voices. Brian Nunn's in the house. Reminds me of the old Grand Hill Sprite commercial. Images everything. Images everything. That was Andre Agassi, Rob. Keep going back. You're in the 2000s. Go back. Go back to Andre Agassi. Was it Andre Agassi? Images everything. Is that Sprite? Like I said, Brown's players career hopping from team to team, recruiting super teams, hiring and firing coaches. Just not a fan. Great player and all timer, but the super team recruiting, I'm out. I just turned into a LeBron conversation. Orioles team total over 5.5 plus $2. I like Toronto today. T-Money says 950 for a first 5. Book never gives that out. I love that line, but tells me the Dodgers are going to score 8 in the first inning. Usually YouTube should automatically translate it. Does it? Oh, it's not translated. Plus 950 on DK. Is that DK? That's me asking. What are we talking about? Bodyguards and voices. Gio, welcome. Was I Neo's first 5 team total over and a half with juice to 135 on DK? I don't have any of the books that offer first 5 team totals. Sounds like Pavlov has Rockets point on this. Possibly. Could very well be. I don't know why. I wonder if he's going to respond, or it could have just been a trolling account. I don't know. I tried to. I thought I commented relatively quickly when did he post? 12:39. I posted at 12:44. A little 5-minute difference. Greg Dryer's coming in. Men can give birth. Of course they can, Greg. Can't they? We could do anything. Luckily he's laughing. What do we got here? David says the Netherlands today. -1 at 145. The Netherlands. Is this friendly soccer? Is this what Team Money was talking about? Soccer friendlies? Michael, I better watch it. But maybe, you never know. Well, he hasn't responded. So who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we're an hour deep. Getting out of here. An hour. All right. Just the Braves under for me today. 8.5 here for the video. Baseball. Dallas over 214.5. I know it's gone up, but give the games ahead of time. Well, I don't know what you want. And we can do the crazy. Let's go against everybody's thinking here. Toronto run line. Twinkies plus the 115. And the White Sox as a big dog at home. Why not? Everybody do a little parlay on that. See how it goes. Yes, tomorrow, Flat Earth Fridays. We have a I think we have a banner for the Flat Earth here. There you go. Just for you, Mike. Nice Flat Earth Friday. All right, I'm out of here. Hold on. OGGF Kikuchi's number. Again, yeah, but again, at 125 and the way Orioles playing, looks low to me. I didn't bet the game. It's not in the chat here. Oh, I should say that because I would do a little 3-teamer with the other, with the Twins and the Sox, just I don't know. We'll see what happens. Never know. I'll see everybody later. Good luck on your plays today.